Good morning and welcome back to my Slim and Well vlogs. My name is Claire Howard and I am currently following the Slim and Well plan. I say following, this week is actually all about getting back on plan after Christmas. Now, I don't know if you're the same as me, but throughout Christmas, I have just had a constant steady stream of food. Like every time I go in the kitchen, a chocolate goes in my mouth. Every evening is bread and cheese and crackers, followed by some more chocolates and wine. So I tried to start back on Monday. You can see that vlog on here. Monday was a half on, half off day because that was New Year's Day. So we did go out for breakfast, but my dinner was a roast dinner, which was on plan. Trying to share some very easy, simple dinners that aren't mixing it up or changing things. They're just the stuff you've probably got in the fridge from your regular shop to put together in a Slim and World way. Then Tuesday, I was much better. I can't remember what I done. I think it was Cajun chicken and wedges. And then yesterday was my first day where I have actually been fully back on plan. So I had ham and eggs for breakfast, and then I just had some hula hoops for a quick lunch because my breakfast was quite late. I had it about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then last night we had chili. So I have got chili again, which I'm going to heat up for lunch. I had some leftovers, which is always handy. I'm going to heat them up before work and put them in my show flask. I love these flasks. I have got a link for them in my Amazon store, so do check that out. They keep your food really hot. This is brilliant. I've had this one well over a year now and it is fabulous. I use it a lot. Also check out the show website because they do very often have some really good deals on these where you can get them a lot cheaper. I'm not sure those are replicated on Amazon. So this morning, the school run is back. This is my first morning up and about and ready for the school run. I actually feel quite organised. I thought we'd be rushing about. One of the boys is up, one is still asleep. I did know that they have got a bit into their lay-ins over Christmas, so I'll be getting the other up in a minute. As I've said previously, I'm concentrating on making sure I'm having lunch and breakfast. So for my breakfast this morning, I am going to have high bran. I actually really like this cereal. It's really high in fibre, so very good if you want to loosen things up a bit. I like it just served with skimmed milk, and I'm going to have some berries on top. I have seen people use it as a base for sort of an overnight cheesecakey thing. I did try this, I didn't like it. I don't like them when they go soft. I like them with a little bit of crisp. So I'm just having that with skimmed milk from my Hex A allowance. Like I say, I then have chili that I'm going to heat up in my flask for lunch. So my lunch is syn 3. I will take a banana and some kvarg and fruit also with my lunch. So that is like half a syn there. This evening, the boys are having burgers. I was going to have a burger. These burgers are Asda reduced fat burgers. These ones are 3.5 syns each. Obviously, you can make your own syn-free burgers, and I know that there's some out there that are lower syn than that. I'm pretty sure that the Aldi ones, the Aldi reduced fat burgers, are less syns than those. So do check out because there's always a better syn alternative. But like I say, make your own burgers, which I would usually do in my own kitchen, and then they're syn-free, and they usually taste better anyway. And the boys are having these brioche buns. I'm sharing these because they are 7 syns. So you've got 7, 8, 9, 10.5 syns for a burger in a bun if you so chose to use your syns that way. I've got some salmon out of the freezer for me, which obviously is absolutely free. I've been fancying noodles, so I'm going to do some noodles with that this evening. I'm going to stop off on the way home and buy myself maybe some courgettes, peppers and onions to chop up really fine, mix in with my noodles, and that is going to be my dinner this evening. I didn't fancy burgers because I'm having chili for lunch and I had mince last night, so I felt it'd just be a bit of a mince overload. So that is my plan for today. Today I feel is going to be my first proper day. Like the fact that I was so looking forward to the Christmas holidays and having the boys off and having our lazy mornings without the school runs. But now I'm actually really craving getting back into that day-to-day routine. So yeah. Good stuff. I hope your weigh-ins have all gone well. I forgot to mention my weigh-in. So I had my first weigh-in last night. I went to Slim and World and I picked up my new books. In the books, there's also a voucher. So I am going to be heading off to the food warehouse this week because I absolutely love the Slim and World meals. I don't have any in the freezer right now and I find them really helpful. I'm also the shish kebabs and some sausages and stuff. I'm going to stock my freezer up a little bit, so I will be doing that. And I also picked up a new Slim and Well magazine, which I haven't had a chance to read through yet. But if you haven't got a Slim and Well magazine before, they are cheaper to pick up in group. Obviously, if you don't go to group, it will cost you a little bit more, but for the food ideas and stuff you get in there, they really are worth having a flick through. Yeah, so weighing. I was expecting a gain of around half a stone, and I was pretty much right. So 6.5 pounds was my gain from last night. My last weigh-in was 2 weeks before Christmas, I think. And yeah, I've enjoyed Christmas. I've eaten a lot, I've drunk a lot, so it is what it is. I'm now going to deal with that loss, with that gain. Loss would have been good, wouldn't it? I will be dealing with that over the next few weeks. I am hoping I can be good enough for a £3 loss this week for my weigh-in next Wednesday. So we will see. Anyway, I hope your weigh-ins have all gone well and the scales are now heading in the direction you want them to. If it's taken you a little bit longer to get back on track, don't worry. You just take those little steps each day and we will get there. Just make the decision to do it. I think it's when you fully make the decision to commit that the magic happens. If you're still in two minds and still picking on those chocolates, it just doesn't work, does it? Until they're gone out of the mind, you've got a clear head, you've drawn a line under Christmas and you're ready to move on to the next phase. Anyway, I am going to get on with getting ready for the school run. I can hear some tiny footsteps upstairs, which means the little one is out of bed. So I'm going to go and sort him out and I'll speak to you later. Good evening, how are we doing? I am just home from work, school run, and I've just done the boys' burgers and I'm now cooking my dinner. I am really struggling with how hungry I feel at the moment. I had my breakfast, I had my chili for lunch, I had a banana, I had some fruit and I was feeling fine, but I just keep getting these real hunger moments, like I really am hungry now, so I'm now going to start preparing my dinner. Do you think that it is just because I've been used to that constant stream of food over Christmas? So I am Mark's Up and Burger. I'm having salmon. I just stopped off at Lidl and I bought myself some aubergine, courgette, peppers and mushrooms, and I've got noodles. In group last night they were speaking about a chicken curry noodles recipe which is in the air fryer book, but it looks like it's totally cooked in the microwave, so I'm going to cook my noodles in the style of that. So from what I have read, I'm pretty much going to pop my noodles in here, cover in water. I'm gonna cook them in the microwave for 3 minutes, then I'm gonna add my veg and some chicken stock and curry powder and do another 6 minutes, and they are gonna be curry flavour noodles. Never tried cooking noodles and veg like this, so I'm excited to try it. And then I've got my 2 salmon fillets which I'm gonna pop in the microwave. I am so looking forward to this. I just wanted to come on for a second and speak about the curried noodles that I have just had. So we were actually speaking about them in group last night and they were the raffle prize. So tonight when I was going to do my noodles, I was just going to do noodles with salmon. So I was going to air fry my veg and then bung them in with my noodles and some soy sauce. But I thought, oh, I remember them mentioning these curry noodles yesterday in group, so I'll have a look. And they are actually in the air fryer book under the microwave section. I'll do you a close-up with the recipe. And I looked at it and I thought, oh, I'm not too keen on the sound of that. Like, you're putting your veggies and your noodles and just doing it in the microwave. But I decided to try it anyway. Literally the nicest noodles I have ever made. They are 100% going to become probably a weekly addition to my menu. They were so tasty and so filling and so satisfying. Really happy to have discovered this recipe. It's probably my favourite Slim & Well find in ages, and so easy. Like, this is for chicken curry noodles, the actual recipe. I just done my noodles in the microwave and then I pan fried my salmon, so it was salmon on the curried noodles. But literally it's just doing your noodles in the microwave, bunging some veg in if you fancy it, with a stock cube and some curry powder, and it's so good. A really easy lunch idea, even to put in my flask and take for work. Like, I could prepare that in the morning. It's amazing. I am working quite late tomorrow night, so I did actually chop up twice the amount of veg which I've got in a lunchbox in my fridge, And that's what I'm going to be having for tea tomorrow. I don't think I've got any salmon or anything to go with it, but I am 100% having those noodles. I think I'll have those noodles with the veg, and I'll probably do some southern fried corn bites, I reckon. But if you haven't tried them, try it. I was put off by I thought it was just going to be stodgy with like the peppers and stuff being just kind of boiled with the noodles. But no, amazing. That is my favourite Slim & Well Find recipe in forever. So I will show you the recipe here. I've kind of covered how I done it in the vlog. But give them a try. If you want that quick, easy Friday night dinner, well worth a try, that one. Anyway, thanks for following this week. I hope you've gained a bit of inspiration or motivation and get yourself, which has helped get you back on track this week. I am finally feeling in the zone. I just need to get rid of these little hunger spats that I'm getting in between meals, because I've eaten plenty at my meals, but I think it is just my head is finding it hard to break that little chocolatey sugar habit. But I'm getting there, and I hope you're getting there too. Just keep me updated on how it's going, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, please don't tell me you got pasta.